Going golfing with my brother-in-law, Paul. 2 sets of golf clubs, easy in the trunk.
And shoes.
And shoes. And bags. Foot on the brake. And lever down for drive. You are good to go. It's weird.
Doesn't make a sound, so it's like, is it on?
Right.
As soon as you let your foot off the accelerator, it really accelerates.
Yes, it's the regen braking.
It's kind of like some of those golf carts.
Here. Yeah. Oh, do they? I haven't seen it.
Some, yeah, some of.
Now have it?
That, we played at I think Five Ponds has those.
Huh.
They're really neat. As soon as you put your foot off the accelerator, they
right.
kind of slow down. You don't even have to put your foot on the brake.
Right. I rarely touch the brake. Only if I have to come to a final dead stop.
Yeah.
You can sort of just use that one pedal to adjust, you know, because as soon as you let go of the pedal a little,
yeah,
it's also going to start braking. Okay, so if you push the lever down once, it's in cruise control. It will stop by itself. You won't have to stop to touch the brake.
We're coming up
here? Yeah, you won't have to touch the brake.
And it'll stop?
Yeah.
I don't have to put my foot on the brake?
No, you won't have to use your foot ever again on your right foot. Your right foot.
That was fucking scary. It went.
Yeah, the only reason it jumped up, I have it set for an offset. It automatically goes to 8 miles over the speed limit because that's the speed I like to travel.
Okay.
And it's going to start up now. When
well, it'll pace us with the car in front of us. Right?
Correct. If you move this lever left and right, you don't have to touch. You don't have to touch anything.
How about the steering wheel?
Oh yeah. Well,
okay.
If you tap twice, you won't have to steer.
Okay, because then it picks up the lines.
So you can try tapping twice if you want. You like steering?
Yeah, I like steering.
Well, you know, when we get on the highway, you can try it.
Yeah.
So if you move this lever left and right, you'll see the
it'll decrease the speed.
The following distance. So try.
So this is our distance right now.
Yeah. So just move it left and right. So you just went to 7 car lengths. If you go the other way, it'll shrink it. The other way. So you can choose your. If you press it, you do voice command. So press this once and then say navigate to Shoregate.
Navigate to Shoregate Golf Club.
Understood it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's got some cool features.
Yeah. The screen is just so responsive. It's like an iPad, you know.
Wow.
Wait until you let it steer. That's the freaky thing.
I think last summer you were driving. You took it out with the no steering option you put on. We were cruising through the little side roads. We went to that charging station.
Oh, right. It's not too safe to use on local roads. It's meant for divided highways.
Yeah. Yeah, that's understandable.
It will do it, but it's not meant for it. Now, the full self-driving, they're going to start releasing bits of it this August.
Yeah.
And after you do this, you're just, navigate someplace.
It just takes you right there.
Yeah, completely. I don't know when that's going to be fully released, but they said in August parts of it might come out.
So that'll be a download for your vehicle then?
Yeah, every month I get a new download. Like I'm supposed to be getting the summon feature, so it's going to slow. Now you can just. Doesn't see the red light that you went through.
Yeah. Well, it was still yellow.
Yeah, right. left here. Now you can sort of use it through a turn, but just be careful. If you just put your foot on the brake, it'll turn itself off at any time.
Oh, so by hitting the brake discontinues?
Yeah, either press this up or hit the brake.
Okay. It's kind of like a regular cruise control.
Yeah, it's basically cruise.
Yeah.
The difference is it can go down to 0 and back up.
Right.
Most cruises are just meant for like highway usage.
Right, you go at that one speed and that's it.
Right. So if you double tap instead of one tap, this lever down, it goes into full autopilot. Okay, you can let go of everything.
And so the speed limit is 65.
Yeah.
So it'll go max 8 miles over.
Well, no, you slide this up and down to
okay.
adjust your speed. It just defaults to 8 over.
Oh, okay.
You can set what you want it to default to. Now, you're going to get a warning every once in a while. You just have to hold the wheel a little.
Oh, okay.
You have to sort of like wiggle it. Actually, wiggle it real softly. Notice how it's stiff.
Yeah.
It's preventing you from, if you just go beyond that little stiffness, you get control.
Oh, okay.
Okay? But that stiffness is how it senses. You torquing it against that stiffness is how it senses you have your hands on the wheel, because you're supposed to keep your hands on the wheel. The
right.
autopilot. So what I do is I sort of just keep a loose hand on the wheel. Okay, just hit the blinker; it'll turn by itself.
Look at that! Whoa, cool!
And then it turns off the blinker.
So by me turning the left blinker on, it did a lane change.
Now you have to look. Right now, you have to verify that there's no cars in the lane.
Whoa!
Oh, you have to push it all the way.
Oh, okay. You got to keep it down. All right.
Yeah. There's a soft click. Well, you don't have to hold it. You just there's like a soft blinker and a hard blinker. And if you slide this down, maybe just a little bit.
This thing here?
Yeah, just roll it down. You'll see the speed limit go down. I just don't know what we should be doing. I don't want to get speed.
Yeah. Well,
5 miles over is good.
Well, I heard that starting July 1st, that all the Jersey cops will be pulling you over for tickets if you're 6 miles or more over the speed limit.
Got it.
They'll give you 5, but not anything else. There was a big article in the Inquirer a few weeks ago.
So it's blinking at you. Again, you have to just wiggle the wheel until there it goes.
So maybe because the lines are a little blurry. It wants me to put my hands on the wheel, right? It's telling me.
Correct. The Model S, my first one, would allow me to go 3 minutes without my hands on the wheel. The Model 3 took that down to 1 minute. And then since all these accidents occurred, where people, because they can tell after the accident if you had your hands on the wheel.
Oh, okay.
So all these accidents are because people turn this on and then just let go for too long a period. So now it's down to like 30 seconds or 45 seconds, depending on your speed. So if you're going like 80 miles an hour, it's going to be like 20, 25 second warnings. If you're going like 40, it's going to be 45 second warnings. I did a whole video on how they've really reduced it. And it does all the steering. It wants you to be ready.
Right, in case something happens.
So the problem they're having, and all the auto companies are having the same problem, is that a stationary object, right, it disregards, because it really is only looking at moving objects, because it thinks the only obstacles are other cars that are moving.
Okay.
And what happens is, if you're right behind someone, right, and that person has a stopped vehicle in front of them and they pull out, you're going too fast for it to be able to react to that car. because emergency braking can only stop a car going 30 miles an hour in a very short distance.
Right.
Once you're going like 60 miles an hour, there's a stopped vehicle,
Yeah,
and you don't see it until somebody pulls out.
okay.
There's really no way the car can stop, and right now it's not designed to change lanes by itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
It only changes lanes when you hit the blinker, which
Right.
means you've checked that there's nobody
Right.
over there.
Right.
So it's a big challenge. There's a lot of
They'll eventually get it. It's going to take some time.
correct. It's probably one of the hardest computer problems to solve ever. to self-drive.
Well, I was reading an article about it in the paper a few weeks ago where they were talking about you have these traffic jams for no apparent reason. And it's because what happens is people start hitting their brakes, hitting their brakes.
Yep.
And then it's like a chain reaction. Everybody's hitting their brakes, everybody's slowing up.
Right.
They said with the self-driving, that won't happen.
Correct.
Because every car will be paced by the car in front, and they'll just keep going.
Correct.
It keeps flowing. I thought that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
A lot of those problems occur because one guy brakes, then the next guy brakes, then the next guy, and so on and so forth. Everybody starts braking, and then you get that slope, and you're like wondering, well, what's going on? Why are we going slow?
And there's nothing really.
Right, there's nothing there.
Right. Or you get a bad driver that just brakes way too much for the situation.
Yeah, right. They get too conservative, and that.
Yeah, I also read that they're thinking that before regulatory people allow self-driving cars, the car manufacturers are going to have to prove that they're 10 times safer than human drivers.
Okay.
And it'll be pretty cool because the amount of accidents
Should
decrease.
Yeah.
Because of how much more like
Efficient.
what I don't know if you noticed, but we are staying in the dead center of the lane. It stays rock solid,
Right.
dead center.
Yeah.
If you've ever watched other humans,
Yeah. They weave.
Right.
There's a natural tendency that after a while you're going to like drift a little bit.
Right. It's only about 100 yards right. You know, the hole's to the left, guys. The hole's over there.
Yeah.
It's life. We're dropping Ollie and Rich. Oh yeah, come to Papa. Hoorah. Look at that shot. That looks like 5 feet from the pin. Laying 3 on a par 5. Got a birdie putt coming up. Think I'm gonna make it? Birdie putt. Gotta believe it's gonna go a little right. Turn. Hoorah! 185, par 3. Looks like about 12 or 15 feet.
Oh, nice shot.
Oh, you're on! And rolling to the pin. From the woods. Dickey hits an amazing shot. Like, Paul's lining up, pops it up, hit, oh, almost hit the pin. And that should come back down. Come on, come on, come on, come on. And it's coming. Nice ball.
Thanks again for watching. My videos for the Model 3 are here in the top right. My son's channel, The Nerd Writer, is in the top left. Check him out. He's got some really good videos. And please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, everyone. Bye-bye.